Assalamu alaikum, dear believer. This is your sister Azza. Come, journey with me as we enter into Juz 23. In Yasin, the heart of the Quran, as Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, called this surah. Open to the heart's roll to guide you, not to be misled by forceful thought, but to apply evident wisdom in the exact measure that's required. Conditioned to reject our heart's inclination towards the straight path. Islam has the absolute power to fuse whole the shattered parts of the black and original being. Internal messenger. My heart is the seat of the self-accusing spirit and the brave support to stand in the light under the sun. Truth and confirmation plus signs of truth. It's like at some point you gotta ask yourself, is the fantasy of your desires and the fiction that runs your mind the true God that you're here to serve? Quranic confirmation of His love for us. Radiant recitation, who's declared full of wisdom by one who cannot lie. A warning, more often taunted than taken, a shout reaching back from the beautiful beyond. So you save yourself in what's been so gracefully given to you, as He commands you, to guard against what you see and what you don't see. What's your flavor of refusing to do right taste like? There was a time when I would break from the road that seemed straight, my hard head looking for what I thought were dark nights of the soul struggles. Anything for the thrill of showing the toughness of my stoic, bear-it-all attitude. Conditioned to take on burdens, to live life as a constant struggle for nearly 470 years now. But has our Creator condemned us to be permanent underclass citizens? Are we never to experience the grace of His justice? Learn to understand the meaning of His reminder as epitomes of mercy being extended unto you. So we guard our life from the trauma of manifest error. So we guard our mind from the fires of disbelief. So we guard our heart from a stone coldness that overtakes our pathways to inner love. Beware, because arrogance reflects its rancid ways and stubbornness in the disability to see one's self. Check the records, well documented in ancient habits of disobedience. Though our ancestors and forefathers were deprived of warning, His mercy means we are not doomed to a reckless existence. Oh, how the history of man from Creator holds patterns for your understanding. Hear it well, and don't you fall into being a backseat listener. Dissect how the layers of truth penetrate every angle of our collective lineage. Like the sun ray, it doesn't hold or withhold its light, but make sure to bounce off every last square inch of that stalactite crystal. Conditioned to have a distorted discernment so that whatever the world dares to put on us has corrupted our waters of inner wisdom. We are bitter, bothered, and blocked. What's the duty of the messenger? A clear deliverance of the message. A fresh flow of righteous communication is what elevates our levels of black experience and black excellence. Exactly what we need the most. Our ears are there to hear, The choice is ours. Will we turn to He who so rightfully deserves our attention, our adoration? Or will you remain turned around, turned in, or turned out, dangerously distracted by false and fleeting urges, sinister signals that serve to cover up your deviating disconnect from divine? All up and down the airwaves, you hear folks claiming their blessings are God's doing. Oh, but that the failures, what, me fail? Those failures mean nothing in the breadth of my power of grit to grind and hustle. Is it too hot to handle to actually think that maybe failure is due to our faulty, frantic ways of approaching the divine? What would it feel like to be able to come to our Lord with a secure heart? Which one is worthy of reward if they spend life denying the living truth to be experienced within punishment? Imagine the ultimate punishment of Adam and Eve escorted right out of that garden, castaways from the presence of God. As a precocious and curious girl child, accepting punishment was rough, but I always had a sense of what was correct, especially in comparison to situations where the adult reactions were unjustly over the top. And the one thought raging in my mind, in my broken heart after such encounters, my God would never leave me feeling like this. Out of darkness and into His light, the intention of life is as the pause of the stillness before the resurrection that refreshes. Heart, head, mind, body, and soul, submitting to Allah, centered in the flow of a Muslim. As a scattered nation, we as Black people reclaim a fierce sense of identity. Never doubt it. This is key to the justice to be done unto us. Is this you? A lover of justice, a lover of He who makes promises that He never falls short of, a lover of equality